Om Sri Ganesha Namaha. Hare Krishna. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Purushottam Mas Mahatmye, Adhik Mas Mahatmye, Chapter 1. Paying obeisance to Lord Ganesha, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the protector of entire universe, Goddess Saraswati, the bestower of knowledge, Lord Vyas, the author of all Puranas, and all the learned people. Immersed in reverence and devotion towards the Lord, I narrate the story of the greatness of the Purushottam month. It liberates one from all sins and bestows all happiness, wealth, prosperity, success, and ultimately salvation in this world. This sacred story is so sacred and great that Lord Narayan himself narrated this story to Devrishi Narad Ji from his own mouth. Later, King Parikshit and Suji Maharaj heard this story from Shukdev Ji. Later, Suji Maharaj narrated this story to 88,000 sages in Naimisharanya. We will read the same scriptural story translated into simple Hindi language, and this is now English language in this holy Purushottam month. And the person who reads and listens to this story daily after getting freed from all the sins finally resides in the Golok of Purushottam Bhagwan for eternity, and he gets freed from the cycle of birth and death forever. This is the statement of God Himself. Remember, Purushottam Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Lord Vishnu, and Shivji remain extremely kind to every person who reads and listens to this story regularly with devotion. Now, let's start the story. Purushottam month's significance, Adhik month significance, chapter 1. Vande Vandaru Mandaran Vrindavan Vinoditam Vrindavan Kalanatham Purushottam Adbhutam. Adhik Mas Mahatmya, first chapter. Arrival of Shukdev in Naimisharanya. I salute Lord Purushottam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who fulfills all the desires of his devotees like the Kalp tree, who is the ruler of the splendor of Vrindavan, who astonishes all the worlds with his radiant deeds. I bow to Narayan, Nar, Narottam, Goddess Saraswati, and Shri Vyasji, and pray for the benefits of chanting. Once, many sages came to the most sacred Naimisharanya pilgrimage with the desire to perform a huge yajna, like Asit, Deval, Pel, Sumantu, Pippalayan, Rishi Sumati, Kashyap, Jabali, Bhrigu, Angira, Vamdev, Sutikshna, Sharbhang, Parvat, Rishi, Apastambh, Mandavya, Agastya, Katyayan, Rathitar, Ribhu, Kapil, Rabhya, Rishi, Gautam, Mudgal, Kaushik, Galav, Kratu, Atri, Babhru, Trit, Shakti, Badhu, Bodhayan, Vasu, Sage Kaundinya, Prithu, Harit, Dhrum, Shanku, Sankriti, Shani, Vibhandak, Pank, Garg, Kanad, Sage Jamdagni, Bharadwaj, Dhumpa, Mon, Bhargab, Karkash, Shaunak, and great ascetic Shatanand, Sage Vishal, Vriddha Vishnu, Jargar, Jai, Jangam, Par, Pashadhar, Pur, Mahakay, Jaimini, Rishi Mahagriv, Mahabahu, Mahodar, Mahabal, Uddalak, Mahasen, Arth, Amlak Priya, Rishi Urdhav Bahu, Urdhav Pad, Ek Pad, Durdhar, Ugrashil, Jalashi, Pingal, Atri, Ribhu, Rishi Shandir, Karun, Kal, Kaivalya, Kaladhar, Shwet Bahu, Rompad, all these sages including Kadru, Kalagni, Rudrak, Rishi Shwetasharv, Adya, Sharbhang, Prithushravas, etc., along with their disciples. All these sages who knew the Vedas along with the sages were dedicated to Brahman, were doing good and charity to the world, were always ready for the welfare of the others, were listening and doing smart deeds. All these sages gathered with their disciples. Here, with the desire of going on a pilgrimage, Surjit left his ashram, and while touring the earth, he also reached Naimisharanya along with his disciples. He was wearing the red bark of the tree. He was looking beautiful with a happy face, calm, full of qualities like charity, wisdom, complete, full of joys, adorned with garland of tulsi, decorated with crown of matted hair, chanting the supreme mantra of God, who knows supernatural miracles that protect us from all the troubles, knowing the essence of all scriptures, engaged in the welfare of all living beings, conqueror of senses and anger, like the liberated Jagadguru Sri Vyasji, and like him endowed with qualities like disinterest, etc. Seeing him, all the great sages living in Naimisharanya stood up. With folded hands, they said, Hey Suji Maharaj, may you live long. This is a beautiful seat for you. You must sit on it. Saying this, all the sages and saints sat down. Then the humble, nurtured Suji became happy and bowed down to all the sages again and again with folded hands. The sages said, O Sut, may you live long and be a devotee of God. We have arranged a beautiful seat for you. O great man, you are tired, please sit here, said all the Brahmins. Along after being told to sit in this manner, all the ascetics and the entire public sat down. Then, after politely taking permission from all the ascetics to sit, Suji happily sat on the seat. Thereafter, seeing Suji sitting comfortably and without any exertion, all the sages who wanted to hear the holy story spoke. The sage said, O son, O great man, you are fortunate. By the grace of your Guru, you understand the heartfelt meaning of Lord Vyas' words. Are you happy? How did you came to this forest after so long? You are worthy of praise, O Vyas, greatest disciple. You are worthy of respect. There are thousands of topics worth listening to it in this ephemeral world, but tell us the most important and the most essential among them. One, oh great man, tell us the definite topic in your mind which can help one who is drowning in the ocean of the world to cross over and give auspicious results. Tell us quickly the essence of the story, which is like in chemist in removing the sorrows of the people in form of the world, which is the cause of bliss filled with juice of the play of the Lord, who gives the eyes of the knowledge to those who are blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Thus, on being asked by sages like Shaunak, he folded his hands, and Suji said, O all sages, listen to the beautiful story I have told you. O Brahmin, first I went to Pushkar Tirth. After bathing there and satisfying the holy sages, gods and ancestors with offerings, I went to the banks of the Yamuna, the remover of all restrictions. Then I visited other pilgrimage sites, one after another, and went to the banks of Ganga. Again I came to Kashi and then went to Gaya Tirth. After performing the Shraddh rituals for my ancestors, I went to Triveni. Thereafter, after bathing in Krishna, Gandaki, and I went to the ashram of sage Pulaha. Then he went to the rivers Kritmala, Kaveri, Nirvandhya, Tamrinika, Tapi, Vehasyasi, Nanda, Narmada, Sharmada. After bathing in Charmanavati again, he reached Setbandhu Rameshwar. Thereafter, he went to Badri forest to have darshan of Narayan. Then, after having a darshan of Narayan, he greeted the ascetics there, again saluted Narayan and praised him and reached Siddhkshetra, thus roaming in many areas. After roaming in Kurukshetra and Jadagalam country, he went to Hastinapur. The Brahmins there heard that King Parikshit had renounced his kingdom and gone to the sacred banks of the Ganges with many sages and saints, and that Ganges bank is home to many accomplished siddhis, whose glory is that of yogis and sages who have come there. Some live on a diet of food, some on air, some on water, some on leaves, some on breath, some on fruits, and some on foam. O Brahmins, we also went to that gathering with the desire to inquire. There Lord Shukdev arrived, mindfully imbibing the lotus feet of the radiant and mighty Lord Krishna, son of the great sage Vyas, the embodiment of Brahma. That 16-year-old Yogiraj with a throat like a conch shell and a face surrounded by long, smooth hair, strong shoulders, a radiant radiance, a celestial figure surrounded by young men who embodied Brahma. Seeing that great sage Shukdev, all the sages suddenly stood up and folded hands in delight. Seeing Lord Shukdev thus honored by the great sages, the repentant woman and the children who were watching stood at a distance. After paying their respects to Lord Shukdev, they continued on their way to their homes. Here, the sages spread on a very high and excellent seat for Shukdev ji. Sitting on this seat, the sages surrounded Lord Shukdev ji just like the lotus leaf surrounds it. Sitting there, Shukdev ji, the son of Mahamuni Vyas ji, the moon of the ocean of knowledge, wherein the worship done by the Brahmins looked beautiful like the moon surrounded by stars. The first chapter, titled Arrival of Shukdev ji in the greatness of Sri Brihan Naradiya Purushottam month, ends. All those who are listening, please say with me. श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण, भजमन नारायण नारायण नारायण, लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण नारायण, सत्य नारायण नारायण नारायण, श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण, भजमन नारायण नारायण नारायण। पुरुषोत्तम मास महात्म्य कथा chapter 1 is completed. Friends, please like and share this video. Also do subscribe the channel. Thanks. Hare Krishna.